Ms. Kahlova, what has changed recently in the past 4-5 years in the artistic profile and format of your festival?
We established a new artistic board, and we also worked on the new artistic profile in the sense that we each year have a new artistic advisor, different people who are taking care for the whole artistic topic of a different festival. And so that we also included more of opera and world premieres of the opera repertoire, so that before it was more chamber music and symphonic programs, and now we are trying to include more stage operas and also contemporary dance and contemporary musicals and more visual arts in our festival.
And will you mention some of the highlights of this year's festival?
So this year, which we are just affronting, the biggest part of our festival, because we call Brno International Music Festival, and it actually includes several parts. First one is exposition of new music, which held in March every year. Second part is the Easter Festival of Sacred Music, which just finished now. It's April period. And the biggest part of the Brno International Music Festival is Moravian Autumn, because the Brno is a capital of the part of Czech Republic which is called Moravia. So it's in October. So in October we have such highlights like Düsseldorfer Symphoniker with conductor Andrei Burejko. They are giving the whole Schumann program. Then we have a concert with Martin Grobinger and Brno Philharmonic Orchestra. Then we invited a very famous boys choir from Vienna, because Brno and Vienna it's very close to each other, Wiener Sängknaben. From the chamber music we have Arditi Quartet with the former members of Alban Berg Quartet. We invited also guests not only from the west and south, but even from the east part of Europe, from Lithuania. So we are hosting Lithuanian Chamber Orchestra. And then we also have not only international artists, but also very good Czech artists. One of them is very phenomenal Czech violinist, percussionist, and instrumentalist and singer Eva Bytová. And the last project of our festival this year will be the big multimedia project on Onegger music Jeanne d'Arc. So this is the other highlights of 2010 Moravian Autumn Festival.
And our listeners will be very interested to know if you have ever featured any Bulgarian performers or works in your festival.
Actually, I have to tell you that not recently, but we hope that it will change in future. But in past, because our festival already has 47 seasons, so in past, of course, we have very lively contacts with Bulgarian music scene, and we invited a lot of Bulgarian artists. A part of the others, Varna Philharmonic, with Ivan Drenikov on piano and conductor Emil Glavanakov. Then we hosted also National Opera Sofia. Then in 1978 we had the evening of Bulgarian contemporary music. Then we had also the student chamber choir of Plovdiv, and then we have also the choir of Svetoslav Obretenov, and many others which I cannot name at the moment, but they were already a few years ago, not recently, but hope that we can now establishing new contacts, and we would like to really have more good artists from your country.
Oh, that would be great. And I would like to ask you, how is your festival situated in the entire cultural life of your city?
Actually, the Brno International Music Festival is one of the oldest festivals in Czech Republic. And I have to say that also one of the biggest festivals in Czech Republic. So that, as I told you, Brno is the second biggest city of the country, and we still have a great support from the city, because the main promoter of the festival is the city of Brno. Of course, we are supported by the Ministry of Culture, by the Czech government, and we also have support from the region, which is called South Moravian region, so that all these supports are very visible argument that the festival really has a big importance, not only in the region and for the city, but also for the whole Czech Republic. So that we get many audiences, not only Czech audiences, also we have the guests from Austria, because Brno is 70 kilometers far from Austrian borders. So that the festival is really very well situated in the present culture scene at the moment.
Would you describe your audience to us, and do you have a special strategy for attracting young audience?
Yes, so that our festival projects, we try to put all festival projects to all age categories, of course. But at the moment, so that I have to say that our audiences are more older than younger. So that I think that this is a little bit focus of all Czech promoters at the moment, that they have a little bit older audiences for the concerts. But the city of Brno is the biggest university city in our country, and of course we are trying to focus on the young audiences as well. So not only with the programming, which we bring young artists and try to make contemporary music, like the exposition of new music, but we try to really use various venues. And we use the venues like the old clubs and the clubs where the young people are happy to come. We use the exposition venues. We also use part of the student campus for the concerts, bringing the music really to the students directly to their own rooms. So that all these strategies we are trying to now to develop and try to attract more young people, young audiences to our festival.